Hey, Sofrito Lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you this week's mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop and salsa. I am bringing you a gigantic plate of rice and beans, and the pernil is underneath. Yes, I have pernil. Can you see the pernil? It is buried under all the rice and beans. Because when I got the food, I'm still being very careful about takeout. Like, I don't eat anything and it's an original carton, so I'm the type that I take out my real plates and then I dump everything onto the plates and I get rid of the original packaging. So look, there's some pernil right here. So the pernil, I dumped it out first and it landed on the bottom, then the rice and beans is on top. I'm trying to dig out the pernil so you can see that I'm not lying. Mira pernil. All right, you guys, I've been talking too long. Buen Provecho, everyone. Guys, I am so sorry. Sofrito Lovers, I am so sorry. Last week, I didn't bring you a video. It was kind of a rough week getting reacclimated to work. We've transitioned from summer camp into the fall program, which is the after school. So, pretty busy and wasn't really in the mood to do any filming. Just wanted to eat in peace and just chill. Mira. So I'm bringing you today a mukbang because I missed out last week, but also because I have a new Parque Chronicle. Mira. Last night was Monday night. Last night, the park was absolutely dead for hours and hours until about a little bit after midnight, when a couple of people went out there to play some music and hang out. Wasn't too loud, wasn't crazy. I could see them from my bedroom window, but it was nothing like what it used to be. They only had a little bit of music going on. Some people were just chilling. Spending a nice midnight out in the park. Why they decided to come out at midnight, I have no idea. I guess it's a bunch of people not working. So they were outside enjoying their food. They even have food at like midnight and 12:30. Everything seemed peaceful and nice. And then se formó la tangana. For non-Puerto Ricans out there, the shit hit the fan, folks. I don't know why, but these two kids were okay. I think I do know why. That's wrong. This teenage girl was making out with who might be her boyfriend or whatever, and apparently mom and dad were not happy. And mom yanked this girl from up here. From this height, I couldn't tell exactly what age she was. She could have been a teenager. She could have been a preteen. She could have been a tween, a preteen, or an early teen. Who knows? Excuse me. Mom yanked homegirl by her ponytail. I got some cuerito. The pernil's hide, the skin that gets toasted. Toasty, delicious. Okay, I digress. Back to the Parque Chronicle. Little homegirl, preteen, tween, early teenager, making out with some boy who looked mad old in comparison to her. I mean, mad old. Maybe she was 14, 15. He had to be 18, 19, I think. I mean, I couldn't tell what age she was, but I could definitely tell that homeboy. If homeboy was 14 or 15 years old, then he was really tall and really muscular for his age. Mom grabbed homegirl by her hair, by her ponytail, yelling and screaming expletives in Spanish, proceeded to yank her a good 50 feet away from homeboy. Homeboy was just standing there yelling and screaming back. Then dad got into the picture and dad did a beeline right towards him and knocked him the fuck out. I'm talking about dad was the Dominican version of Mike Tyson, y le rompió la cara. Punched him in the face, like I saw it from up here and my teeth rattled. Le rompió la cara. Le limpió el pico, le dio una salsa. He knocked him the fuck out. I'm watching from up here. They're yelling and screaming. And the daughter is yelling and screaming and carrying on. That's my boyfriend. Don't touch him. I love him. All of this was like in English and Spanish. Mom had her by the hair. Like a good, like, homegirl's yelling and screaming. Let me go. Don't hurt my boyfriend. I love him. He's my boyfriend. I don't want to choke on my food. I'm known for talking and then choking. Ben died choking on a mukbang, telling a story, being a big bochinchero, being a gossip. Okay. So, Mom had her hand wrapped around her hair. She had lovely hair. Had her hand ripped up like that. Homegirl's yelling and screaming. That's my boyfriend. I love him. Don't do this to him. I love him. Mom was yelling, you don't have a boyfriend. You don't love him. You are way too young. Have you been having sex? She was, and all the while yelling at her daughter and yanking her back and forth like Willow Smith in that video. Just yanking her by her hair. No, folks, it has been dead, quiet, silent, peaceful, tranquil in that park up until last night. Between midnight and 12:30 when it turned into a fucking novela. Oh my God. While Mom is whipping her head back and forth, whipping her hair and her head back and forth, Dad had the boy on the ground and was just wailing on him. Friends of Dad were like trying to pry Dad off of him, yelling at him, you're gonna kill him, you're gonna kill him. And I'm pretty sure Dad was trying to smash his face flat into the concrete, you know. A whole bunch of people appeared in the park trying to separate Mom from the daughter, daughter from Mom, trying to get Dad off of this dude. Dude got up. From here, I could tell that face got fucked up. Homeboy's face was cracked. He must at the very least, must have had a broken nose because his face was bloody as fuck. I'm pretty sure if I went out to that park right now, I'd probably find the remnants of his teeth out there. Folks, I bring you this mukbang because I missed out last week, but I had finally un Parque Chronicle. Not to say that I thought what I saw was enjoyable, because it wasn't funny, because it was very violent, but it was deep. I was like, oh, I gotta tell the Sofrito Lovers about this over dinner tomorrow. People all over the park. Eventually, somebody called the police. And for the first time ever in the history of the Latino community, in the history of the Bronx community, somebody called the cops and they came like this. Somebody on the phone must have been like, white woman in trouble, come save her. And they all came running. You ever saw that movie, Scary Movie? When the actress gets on her computer and she writes 911, white woman in trouble, and the police, the second later, the police are in front of. That's a very real reality in New York City. Somebody must have been like, there's a white girl that fell down in the park, come help her. Because the cops showed up. It was the biggest novela outside. And I was glued to my window just watching. Crazy. But finally, a Parque Chronicle I could share with you guys, because things have been really quiet in the park. except for last night's Romeo and Juliet drama. I'm thinking she was probably 15, 16. He had to be like 18, 19, or 20. My daughter at 15 would not be dating anyone. And she's a cute little girl. She had a nice little body, probably developed early. She was very pretty, very cute. Swear to God, dude had like full facial hair, muscles out to here. I was like, there's no way on earth he's not an adult, or at least approaching adulthood. And I mean, I can kind of agree with mom and dad. Ain't no 15-year-old daughter of mine gonna have some 20-something-year-old, 19-something-year-old, like, Not me. I'd wrap my hand around her hair too, and I would have knocked him the fuck out too. Screaming, that's my boyfriend, I love him. That's my boyfriend, I love him. You can't do that to him, he's my man. In English and in Spanish, and mom was in Spanish, just whipping her hair like, he's not your boyfriend, and you can't date, like screaming in Spanish, just like rocking the little girl, just rocking. The parque never fails. It may go on hiatus for a while, but it doesn't fail. Sofrito Lovers, things are good. David's great. Excuse my werewolf look. I still look like a werewolf. I had told you guys I was going to get a haircut pretty soon. I am. I think I'm done looking like Sean Cassidy from the 70s, according to David. He's dying to cut my hair. Why he's so keen on cutting my hair, I have no idea. No idea. I think he sees my luxurious hair and he gets jealous. Yeah. My bear. I love my bear. I love you, bear. Work, the transition is kind of bumpy and difficult. We're all learning how to adapt to this new normal. Things are very different now in social services in New York City because of the lack of funding, COVID. And I think if you guys have heard, in New York City, the teachers are battling it out. There may be a school year that's virtual or not. There's a possible teacher strike. A lot of teachers are worried about going back to school full time and being in a classroom with 20-something kids that may all have COVID. Who knows? But, you know, we're adapting, we're surviving. We're doing the best that we can. I'm pretty much done. I'm going to save some of the rest of this for later. Sofrito Lovers, I miss you guys. Again, I apologize for last week. It was a difficult week for me. I'm pretty sure things will normalize more this week. So, Sofrito Lovers, if you like the video, like it, share it, give me a thumbs up. What do you think? In the comments, what do you think? Should schools reopen? Should they be virtual? What do you think is a safe way for us to start school? Como siempre, stay home or cook or order in. Have some culinary adventures in the safest way possible. Wear your mask, wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Wear your gloves if you can. Como siempre, mucho, mucho amor.